Boy.
Emily.
I've got homework, too.
Yes, I know that. But that can wait. I need to talk to you. I owe you a big apology.
General Hospital, brought to you by new Ultras from Clairol. Feel the power of color.
I don't blame you for being angry, Emily.
I'm not angry.
All right, well, confused. I know what happened the other day had to be very disturbing for you. And I take responsibility for that. I'm very sorry. And so is Alan. But I never should have let that argument get out of that room. I was hurt, I was angry, I wasn't thinking straight. And I'm sure it's a scene your mother never would have caused.
Please. I really don't want to hear about my mother.
Okay, that's fine. But we do have to talk about what you overheard.
Hey, it doesn't matter. And you don't have to apologize either because it is your house.
It is your house, too. When a family lives together, we should learn to respect each other's feelings, but sometimes personal problems get in the way, and we forget to let you know just how important you are to us. To me. I hope it isn't too late, Emily. You and Alan have gotten so close, I'm hoping that you and I can get that way sometime. I hope what's happened isn't going to change all that.
But if you and Alan get divorced...
Alan and I did say a lot of terrible things. But believe it or not, we've gone through a lot worse. Listen, I know that you are upset. But you must know that Alan and I want you with us very much.
And if I don't want to be here?
Well, I think this whole family has felt that way at one time or another. I mean, I know I have. And I hope you can get over it and you can love us. Because we love you. And Alan and I will try to work out what problems we have. But we're going to need your help. And we're going to need your trust. Can you do that? Oh, I'm glad you're home.
Well, that's the last thing I ever expected to hear you say. What's wrong? What's going on? Is there something wrong with Father?
No, Edward's fine. The boys are fine. It's me. I've been knocked off my high horse, Alan. Affecting Emily.
Monica, we both blew it. That scene was nothing to be proud of.
But we have survived a lot worse.
But Emily doesn't know that.
I mean, when I heard Lucky say she needed a friend in this house...
Well, can you blame him? I mean, who can she trust? Here she is, she's in a house full of people that are supposed to love each other, and here we are, we're tearing each other apart. I mean, that must be very frightening to a little girl.
Especially a little girl who is trying to make it in a world without her mother. What were we thinking?
My betrayal was the worst, though, because she trusted me. I am her friend. Me along with Ned, and then he goes ahead and he crucifies AJ, and me? If she believes what she hears, Monica, I cheated on you.
All right, let's just stick with Emily right now. I mean, I haven't gotten things right with her from the very beginning. Nothing I could do could reach her. So, what did I do? I just pulled away. My feelings were hurt. My feelings. I should have been caring about hers.
You're being too hard on yourself. You tried, Monica.
Well, not enough. If you ask someone to trust you, the least you can do is be consistent. When I thought, no, we're not going to be best friends, I'll just leave. So I did. I went into the hospital for reconstructive surgery. I didn't even think how frightening that might be to her.
You frightened all of us.
But Emily, most of all. I mean, she is here without two of the most important people in her life. How can I ask her to trust me? She doesn't even know if I'm going to be around.
I'm guilty of the same thing. How could I even think about having an affair with Bobby because that was a betrayal of her trust? I mean, we're supposed to provide security for her. We certainly haven't delivered that, have we?
She's afraid you're going to abandon both of us. I told her that we would work things out.
Will we? Because I'm not going to lie to her.
I can't give you an answer on that right now, Alan. Let's just work on Emily.
Emily is only part of the picture, Monica. She needs a family.
I'm aware of that. Just don't push me.
I promise you, I will do whatever it takes.
Make Emily believe that.
I'll give it my best shot. You busy?
Got a lot of homework.
Well, I know that's important, but what I have to say is important as well. It won't take long.
Did Monica ask you to come up here?
Monica's very worried about you. We both are. I want to apologize to you for that god-awful mess the other day. It was all my doing.
That's exactly what Monica said, that it was her fault.
No, it's not true. It was completely my responsibility. And I'm very, very sorry that I upset you and AJ and Jason and everybody else in the family.
Just makes me wonder if anything this family says is true.
Of course it does. You remember when you first came here, I told you that when the going gets tough, this family sticks together? Well, that's true. That's exactly what we do. And you're still very new to this, and it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. We yell a lot. I don't really think that's a bad thing, you know. It kind of means that we're connecting with each other, that we really care. And when one of us does something that the other one doesn't like, we speak up. That's what Monica did. And that's what I think that you ought to do right now.
It's really none of my business.
You're wrong. You are so wrong. You are such an important part of this family. We care so much about your feelings. You're very unique in this household. Did you know that? You're the only person in the entire house that nobody's mad at. That's a joke. Not very good, but it's a joke. The other thing that we do around here when the going gets tough, we try to find a little bit of humor. That was me trying. Not too good. We love you. You're very, very important to all of us. You know what I think is one of the most wonderful parts about being adopted? Is that you know that you're wanted. And you are wanted. You are so wanted. Not just because you're your mother's daughter, but because you are so special, and we are so lucky to have you. And we want to provide a loving home for you for as long as you want it. If you still want it.
Guess that's the question.
And it's a very serious one. And if you have any doubts, I wish that you would get it out in the open and let's wrestle with it just like we used to. Monica and I have had a very rough year, and we've said and done things to each other that were not very nice. But sometimes people who love each other, they do things like that. And I'm not saying that it's okay, because it's not, and I regret it very deeply. But the one thing that I promise you is that I'm not going anywhere.
Does Monica know that?
I certainly hope so. But Monica and I are going to get through this. We always have, we always will. But what I'll never forgive myself for is if you and I don't get through this.
Well, how'd it go?
I wish I knew. I'm not sure anything I said got through to her, Monica. She completely shut me out.
Now you know how it feels.
I didn't know it was this bad. She thinks that the only reason I came to see her was because you put me up to it.
No.
You know what's really frightening? She's not sure she wants to go through with the adoption. I'm afraid we may lose her.